A fisherman vanished without a trace in 1979, no body, no wreckage, just silence. But 43 years later he walked into a diner like nothing happened. What he said next? Let's just say, nobody could believe it. What if the sea didn't take him, but time did? Stick around because this is the kind of story that makes you question everything. Speech balloon? And hey, have you ever had someone disappear from your life, and just show up like nothing changed? Drop your story in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories you'll never forget. The waves off the Maine coast weren't just rough that October night in 1979, they were angry. Locals said it felt different. The wind wasn't just howling, it was screaming. And out there, past the docks, one boat kept moving deeper into the dark, the Maggie Rose. At the helm was Jacob Hall, 36 years old. A quiet man. Hard-working. Never missed a tide. He kissed his wife Elena on the forehead that evening, said, "Just an overnight run. Be back by sunrise." But Jacob Hall never came back. The Coast Guard searched for days. No wreckage. No body. Just gone. Elena stood at the docks every morning for weeks. Then one morning she didn't. Rosewood Harbor hadn't changed much. Tourists came and went. Locals aged. Fishermen told stories about the man who vanished in '79, the one who never came home. Until one fall morning in 2022, when an old man walked into the harbor diner. Long beard. Sea salt coat. Eyes sharp but distant. He ordered coffee. And asked, "Is the Whitmore house still at the top of Pine Hill?" The waitress dropped her pen. "I'm sorry, what did you say?" He reached into his pocket. Pulled out a faded ID. Jacob Hall, it read. Within hours, the town exploded in gossip. Could it really be him? Elena, now in her 60s, remarried with grown grandchildren, saw him on the news. Her heart stopped. She whispered to the TV, "Jacob." She agreed to a meeting. When they saw each other again, decades melted. But so did logic. He looked barely older than 50. Not 80. He remembered everything. But claimed he had just come back. DNA tests were ordered. 3 samples. All confirmed the same thing. Jacob Hall was Jacob Hall. At a press conference they asked him, "Where have you been?" He took a deep breath. "That night, I wasn't lost at sea. I was pulled under, not by water, by something else. Like time folded around me. I blacked out. When I woke up, I wasn't anywhere I knew." He described a place with no horizon. No sky. No voices, only thoughts. There were others there. Some confused. Some peaceful. No one aged. No clocks. Just being. Then one day I woke up. On the sand. Same shore. My boat, beached but intact. He walked back into town, stunned that the world had passed him by. Some people called him a hoax. A liar. Maybe mentally ill. But others believed. They remembered Jacob Hall, remembered the kindness, the calm, the truth in his voice. Kids sketched the world he described. Podcasts made entire episodes. Paranormal forums lit up. Elena didn't know what to believe. But when she saw the watch he'd been wearing, the one she gave him in 1975, and it still ticked, she just nodded. "You're home," she whispered. 1 week after he returned, Jacob visited his old house. It was a rental now, but the current owners let him look around. In the attic, tucked under a floorboard, he found an old journal. His journal. One he had hidden before the fishing trip. He had written something odd in the back, something he didn't remember writing. "If you return, they won't believe. But you must tell them anyway. Because someone else might go missing too." Jacob froze. "I don't remember writing that." The handwriting was his. Weeks passed. Strange letters started showing up in Rosewood. People wrote in from other parts of the country. "My father vanished in '63, came back in 2010. Same story. My aunt said she floated in a white place, before being found 6 hours later. 30 miles away. My husband was lost at sea. Rescued 12 years later. Not a day older." They called it the time fold. The government denied it. Scientists mocked it. But survivors found each other. And Jacob became their voice. He was interviewed by journalists, scientists, even late-night hosts. One physicist asked, "So what was that place, Mr. Hall?" Jacob paused. "Maybe it's where broken time goes. Maybe it's a place for souls in between decisions. I don't know. But it was real." "And why do you think you came back?" Jacob smiled. "Because someone needed to hear my story." A year later, Jacob chartered one last trip out into the sea. Just him and the water. He left behind a letter. If I don't come back this time, don't be sad. I've been where time doesn't move, where nothing grows, where silence is thick. But I've also seen how stories anchor us. And maybe that's what life is, a current of stories pulling us forward. This time I'm following the tide. He never returned. Today at Rosewood Harbor, there's a plaque at the edge of the dock. It reads, Jacob Hall. Lost once to the sea. Returned to tell the tale. Gone again, but not forgotten. People still visit. Some toss flowers. Others toss letters and bottles. But all of them, young and old, leave knowing one thing. Sometimes, the unbelievable is just the truth that took too long to arrive.